Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are doing revision at your houses. Today we will be doing the revision of lesson 4, that is sorting materials into groups. Students, in the class we discussed why there is need of sorting of materials and how we can sort the materials into different groups. Today we will continue with that chapter. Students, as you all know that materials we come across in our daily life can be sorted into different groups. They can be classified into different groups. You can classify them on the basis of man-made things, natural things, or you can classify them on the basis of states of matter, right? Either you say the things are solid, or you say the things are liquid, or the things can be the gas. Into any of these states of matter, you can classify the things around you, right? Now students, in the same way, there are different properties of different materials. Means each material may have different property. On the basis of these properties, you can categorize the materials into groups. Let us start with these properties of materials. We will be doing the properties of materials one by one, on the basis of which you will be able to distinguish the materials. So first property that we are going to start is color, order and taste. Here color is, red, blue, green, yellow, orange. Order means smell, what kind of fragrance you are getting from that object. And taste is when you taste the thing, how do your taste buds respond to that. So you can categorize the materials on the basis of these three things. First of all, whenever the thing is given to you, how can you classify it? At first, you classify it on the basis of color. Whether it is yellow color. Suppose in the kitchen you have been allotted different spices. So you are told to categorize them into different groups. What you will do? You will organize either into on the basis of colors, or you can smell them, then you can differentiate them, or either you can taste them, right? So in the same way, let me give you few examples. Like if you have been told to distinguish between turmeric powder and chili powder. Turmeric powder is haldi powder and chili powder is mirchi powder. So how will you distinguish? On the basis of color. One is yellow and one is red. If you have been told to distinguish on the basis of order, so how will you? Like there is the smell of gas leakage in the whole house. While inhaling the smell, by the order you will come to know that this is the gas of the LPG cylinder, right? In the similar way, things can be differentiated on the basis of taste also. Some things can be sweet, some can be salty, some can be spicy, some can be sour, right? So, next property is appearance. Means how do the materials look like? What's their appearance, right? Bache, some things, they shine. The materials that shine, they are known as lustrous. In other words, you can say they have luster. Luster or shine. And the materials that do not shine, they are known as non-lustrous. Right? They are known as non-lustrous. So, some materials at first look, you can say they are lustrous, and while some are non-lustrous. For example, there are some materials like copper that has shine, gold that has shine. They are known as lustrous material. And do you think wood is a lustrous material? Do you think that rubber is a lustrous material? No. Right? What are lustrous materials that have shine? Let me tell you one more thing. You know, iron is a lustrous material. Iron has its own shine. But on coming in contact with air and moisture, it loses its luster. Right? Air is lustrous. You may see iron things are lying here and there. They look dull to you. But actually, when you see the freshly cut pieces of iron, they are very lustrous. They have luster. But on coming in contact with air and water, they lose their shine and they appear dull to you. Right? Now next property is hardness. Some materials can be grouped on the basis of hardness also. Means some materials are hard, like they cannot be compressed easily, while some are very soft. Right? For example, simply a brick, can you compress it? No. And on the other hand, there is a sponge. And can you compress it? Yeah, it's very soft. So you are able to group these. One is hard and one is soft. Right? That's all for today. Later on in the class, we will discuss few more topics. Thank you. Have a nice day.